Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your August 2023 tarot reading. Thanks to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, the source will be in front of us. It's the Celtic crossword as always. And I also pulled the 4 agreements, wisdom, oracle, and Mudra card for you guys. But we're actually going to start the reading off on Romano's astrology. It's going to be in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Alright. So we have 10, and 10th house actually for you guys is Virgo, and 10th house in general points to career and social status. But as far as Virgo energy, we have Mars moving through Virgo all of August for the most part. We have Mercury retrograde that's going to start in Virgo as well, right around when Virgo season kicks off, and then toward the end of August, of course, we'll have the Sun also move into Virgo. So lots of energy moving into your 10th house this month. All right, we have Aquarius, and Aquarius for you guys is your 3rd house of communication, short journeys, and siblings. Astrologically speaking, not much going on there. There will be a full moon, though, at the very beginning of August, so definitely some significance there. And we have Uranus, and Uranus actually has been in Taurus for quite some time now, and Taurus for you guys is your 6th house of daily routines, work, and health. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we get started with the main spread. In the main situation position, we have the 8 of Swords, Gemini energy, and challenging that, we have the 3 of Swords, Libra energy. So lots of air energy, for one, right? But to see these two energies here, could just be saying that for some of you, maybe you might feel a little bit stuck when it comes to your relationships, right? You might even have a lot of options, or you might find yourself thinking about relationships a lot, but there could just still be a disappointment from your past that keeps you from moving forward within your relationships. So let's just say, for example, given that the houses that these represent, let's just say in the past you had someone who you were friends with, and maybe you started to grow romantic feelings for that person, you got into a relationship with them, and then when the relationship fell apart, not only did you feel like you lost your romantic partner, but then you lost the friendship as well, right? So especially if you feel yourself starting to grow feelings for a friend again, right, you might be really hesitant to take it to that level because of the past experience. Let me see what else comes to mind with this. Yeah, it's more or less what I'm getting there, but either way, it looks like there could be some disappointment around relationships, whether it be friendships or romantically from your past, that might have you reluctant to move forward currently when it comes to relationships. In the foundation position, we have the 10 of Wands. And it could just be saying you've been taking on a lot too, right? So maybe you just feel like that's another area that would make things difficult for you, because maybe if you have so many other things going on in your lives, maintaining relationships outside, that could be a little bit difficult as well, right? So that could be another area where that might have you hesitant to jump into those kinds of things at this time. All right. Past position, we have Judgment. So for some of you, this could just be saying that maybe a past situation has come around for you guys. Now, given that this is a reading for August, this could even just be pointing to the Venus retrograde that's going to start right around when Leo season first kicks off. So for some of you, might already have an experience from your past coming back around with a friendship or a romantic connection. But yeah, that's what I see. That looks like something from the past that come back around, but it looked like it was for a positive reason anyway. Even if it's just these feelings coming back to the surface for you guys, it looks like there's a positive reason behind that for your growth. All right, present position, we have the 8 of Pentacles. So, I mean, this is Virgo energy here, and we just spoke about all the energy that's going to be buzzing through there for you guys. So, could just be saying that for some of you, maybe even that's been a bit of a comfortable distraction for you, right? So maybe if you have felt like your relationships, whether they be romantic or otherwise, have been an area of struggle for you, you might find that like just working toward your career, it could be something that's a bit of a soothing type of energy because you're just more comfortable in that space at this time. All right, in the near future position, we have the Page of Cups. So for some of you, this could just be pointing to you guys actually finally putting yourselves out there, right? But if we think of the page energy, usually there's sincerity there. But if we look at the artwork here, for example, there's a fish still in the cup. So sometimes that can represent Someone being a little rushed with something, right? Not too comfortable, not even paying attention to detail to realize, okay, there's a fish in a cup, right? Another term that comes to mind with that is that old saying, a fish out of water, right? So for some of you, maybe because you haven't been involved in relationships for so long, you might feel like a fish out of water jumping back into that environment, right? Where like, okay, I haven't done this in so long, where do I even begin? All right. In the position of your influence in the situation, we have the King of Cups. So yeah, this could just be pointing to what we were saying here, where maybe you've almost felt isolated in a certain way, maybe because you've just had such heavy focus on career for a long time. Because if we look at the artwork here, it looks like he's just in the middle of the water by himself, right? So it makes me think of that saying, alone on an island sometimes. So it could just be saying that that's how you felt a little bit isolated from others. Like I said, it does come across as a romantic situation for some of you, but it could also even just be your friendships too, where you're like, okay, I've been so isolated working toward this goal of mine, I've, lost attachment with my other connections. So that could be how some of you are feeling. In the environment position, we have the Ace of Cups. So yeah, between this and that Page of Cups, it looks like there is going to be this desire bubbling up in you guys to actually start something new. So I feel like you will want to put yourselves back out there this month. Like I said, the Venus retrograde we're going to have as well, that could be bringing some of that to the surface for you guys, or maybe you feel like, okay, yeah, maybe it has been too long since I've engaged in those types of connections and I'm ready to do it now. All right, in the hopes or fears position, we have the Six of Wands. So, for some of you, this is most likely a hope, and I feel like this is saying that you're hoping to be recognized for your positive qualities too, right? So as you put yourselves out there again, like I said, whether it's to reconnect with friends again or try to put yourselves out in the dating scene, you're hoping that you'll be seen and valued for how you truly are, right? Because especially maybe in the past you felt like you weren't valued, and that could be why you're so guarded around the situation now. So I feel like this is saying you're hoping not to repeat that again. And in the outcome position, we have the Page of Wands. So yeah, to me this is that eventually you will be feeling. So obviously the Page of Cups, let's say that's a water energy. Same with the King of Cups, obviously, whereas Wands is more of a natural energy that flows with Sagittarius. So it could just be saying that, okay, even as you start to initially put yourselves out there and you feel like you don't necessarily know quite what you're doing, you're not too comfortable, by the end of the month, we see the Page of Wands, which is definitely going to be more in your comfort zone and still an action-oriented energy. So it looks like once you do push past that threshold and put yourselves out there, you're going to be feeling a lot more comfortable about it toward the end of the month. All right, and bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords. So this is Aquarius energy here, which we also saw in the dice. And like I said, at the very beginning, basically, of August, we're going to have that full moon in Aquarius, which is your house communication. So yeah, like I said, maybe if you have felt isolated when it comes to communicating for a long time, maybe if you feel like you have been holding back, maybe that full moon energy will help clear those blockages for you guys and you actually feel more comfortable after that point. All right, moving on to your Four Agreements card, we have Don't Take Anything Personally. There's the artwork, and it says your truth is personal to you. All right. It says your own opinions and point of view reflect your own agreements and are personal to you. It is no one's truth but yours. So maybe this could be a point of comfort for you guys as well, right? Because like I said, maybe you've been feeling detached from your friendships. Like I said, maybe you've been just so embroiled in like career goals for a while or whatever the case may be, or whatever other goals wherever you had in your life up to this point. Could just be saying that now you might feel detached when you're communicating with others that are outside of the environment, right? Because it became such a comfort zone for you that now as you interact with others, you might feel like they're not necessarily feeling things through the same lens as you. And I feel like this is saying that there's no need to necessarily stress yourself over that, right? It's like there's room for everyone to show up as their authentic selves anyway. All right, moving on to the Wisdom of the Oracle card. You guys got No Place Like Home. There's the artwork. And the number is 50. Okay, essential meanings says authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit, being comfortable in your own skin. So yeah, just reading that first part makes me think of what we were talking about, going from that water energy we see there, and maybe feeling a little bit uncomfortable even with the swords energy, and then in the outcome seeing the fire energy. So already seems to resonate, but let's see what else it has to say. The Oracle's message says, home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known and you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity, aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here, an house of an house of your spirit and spirit. So yeah, definitely a positive message there about feeling comfortable, right? Because like I said, maybe for a while we have felt a little bit out of sorts, feeling a little bit isolated. I feel like this is saying that as you get back into the flow, you actually feel a lot more comfortable. All right, the relationship message says lovers, friends, and companion animals are at home in your life right now. You are in sync and full of love, and you can be secure in the knowledge that it is reciprocated. Relationships elicit a sense of emotional safety, comfort, and the best aspects of familiarity now. Be home in this relationship. Together you add to the love of the world. So, definitely a positive message there too, especially if there is someone, like I said, that you seem to have feelings for and you want to express those feelings, right? Looks like it could be reciprocated there, seeing the Ace of Cups in the environment. All right. The prosperity message says when you act in an authentic way, you command the world to reflect back to you exactly what is in your highest good. Your business choices, the investments you make, and the creative projects you immerse yourself in are powerfully on point. Why? Because when you are fully yourself, radically accepting everything in your journey to date, both successes and failures, you will see the divinity in all things. Abundance is a natural progression when you experience this kind of authenticity. So definitely a positive message there, especially if you have felt like you've gone through some setbacks, right, with the Eight of Swords energy, with the Ten of Wands energy. So hopefully that resonated as well. And lastly, we have a mudra for you guys. This is your mudra here. It's the Ushas mudra. And the keyword for it is productivity. Right, and there's the info on it if you want to pause it or take a screenshot to read what it has to say. But under benefits, it says awakens body and mind in the morning hours, increases creativity and productivity, benefits the pelvis and reproductive organs, increases mental clarity and alertness, harmonizes the endocrine system. So if that sounds like the mudra you think would be beneficial for you guys, we'll put the name in the description video as always. We'll wrap up there and I'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.